Hello, this is Andrea St. Amand. Sorry I'm a few minutes late. Facebook went down for a few minutes today. My internet was fine. Anyway, let's talk about empaths. So we're talking about boundaries versus hiding behind protection and what protection even means in this scenario. So first of all, every human being on this planet is an empath. We are wired for empathy. It's something that's in our survival. It's a survival trait. But most people are so shut down that they're able to sympathize intellectually with something that's going on, but they're not able to really, they're not in touch with their empathy. So they're not in touch with really what's going on with their bodies. So empathy, so many of us actually, even if we're very much in our heads, we really are more empathic than we realize and it shows up with anxiety and a whole ball of energy. And I've talked about that in earlier videos, but with empathy, with true empathy, you're feeling, and it's very subtle, but you're feeling someone else's sadness. And it's coming in. You're feeling how that sadness sits in their body in that moment. Or you're feeling their grief, and you feel, oh, grief with her sits right here. Other person's grief sits in the gut of their stomach. It sits everywhere for different people, but you can actually feel that. So the healthy response is to be like, oh, that's what's going on. I feel it, and I'm going to release it because it's not ours. But most of the time what we do is we feel it and we're like, oh my gosh, I can feel that and I can fix it. Because we can see that person's in distress and we can see that it's sadness. That's what's going on behind what the words are. There's this and I can fix it, and he needs help. I can totally fix that. And then we try to do that. And then the next person hits us in a panic and they're like, oh my gosh, can you help? And you're like, yeah, because I see what's going on. I know I can fix it. Don't panic. I got this. You can see how this just like builds on and on and on. And all of a sudden, like everybody's is coming up to us like a trash truck and dumping all of their emotional crap on us. And we are filled up to here, feeling what they're feeling, knowing what needs to be done to fix it, running all over the place. And we are overwhelmed. We are completely overwhelmed with hanging on to all of this stuff. They feel great when they're done talking to us, but we're like left going like, oh. So when that happens, that's when we get really overwhelmed. Our anxiety rate goes through the roof, and we flip out. We just totally flip out. Some of us verbally flip out, some of us just withdraw, but that's when we go into protection mode. And protection mode is like the walls go up, and not only do the walls go up, we're going to stick barbed wire on top of the walls, and then just to be good sure, we're going to stick a whole lot of spiky things on top of the barbed wire, and to really make sure we're left alone, we like start screaming and yelling like a mad person, like get away, I need to be alone. That's protection. We're in protection mode. We're overwhelmed. Then we got to release everybody's stuff, backtrack from all the commitments we've made to fix everybody else's stuff. And whew, man, it's terrible. And protection, by the way, the only thing we ever need protection from is ourselves and our own inability to draw healthy boundaries, right? So when we're in protection mode, we have to remember that while other people are clawing at us with their needs and we can feel what they're feeling, we know what they need, we know how to fix it, those are their needs that they created. And when we try to fix somebody else's problem, it's never going to work. And we might be able to fix it a little bit or help them along the way, but they ultimately have to do the work to fix their own problem, right? I can't tell you how many times just yesterday my husband told me, he's like, yeah, nope, can't fix that one. And I'm like, but nope, can't fix it. And then a couple minutes later, nope, can't fix that one either. Nope, yeah, sorry, can't fix that one either. I mean, it was like all day yesterday, and people were like coming at me from every angle. He's like, you can't fix it. Just sit there and listen. Because ideally, that's what we should be doing, drawing a healthy boundary where we can listen. So think of a healthy boundary as actually when you put up a really pretty iron gate, a really pretty fence. So the picture I posted with the post earlier was a historic house here in Charleston. It was from pre-Revolutionary War times. The picture you all saw today has handmade iron gate, and on top a whole bunch of spiky, scary-looking things on top. Well, the spiky things weren't added until later. The healthy, beautiful gate that was in front of the house was built with the house. The house went through the Revolutionary War with that gate. Charleston, actually, the war was fought outside of Charleston, so they weren't really fighting right then in the city that needed that gate, because there was a healthy gate, nice boundary, beautiful, beautiful gate. But in 1822, there was a alleged conspiracy where all of the enslaved Africans were going to overthrow all the white people like what they had done down in Haiti. There was going to be a massive rebellion, massive revolution. It was a conspiracy. We're not sure that that was actually an alleged conspiracy, not sure that was actually ever planned. But after that was brought to the public, everyone flips out. Everyone started putting up more like protection walls and gates. And that's when those spiky things went on top of that already perfectly fine fence. And the spiky things went up for protection because everybody's walking around in fear and anger, and the fences were made to keep the dangerous people out, but it was also meant to keep the enslaved people in. It was just horrible, a horrible thing. So if you ever think like, am I drawing a healthy boundary, or am I in protection mode with all these spiky things over my fence? Because for really sensitive, caring people, it is so easy for us to get into protection mode fast, like really fast. So just think to yourself, I am going to draw a boundary, but can I truly